You can tell them this is our court, our game. Our court, our game. Our court, our game. Our court, our game. Ready? Yeah, I'm in my own lane. There ain't nothing else to explain. This is ready or not. This is our court, our game. Our court, our game. Our court, our game. Our court, our game. Get it all in the frame. They ain't telling we ain't the same. This is. Oh, look, it's that time again. Hey, you on my mind again. World class international. Telling me in Nashville. And it's not up for discussion. Just a lot of walking buckets. One player get that medal. 4 weeks, it's all or nothing. We made the rules how we play right now. Give me the ball in my hand right now. Tell them to keep it a band right now. I think we hot in demand right now. Yeah, rise to the challenge. Never ran from them. The roster filled with champions. The music cities tell them this is our court, our game. Our court, our game. Our court, our game. Our court, our game.
From Nashville, Tennessee, welcome back to AU Pro Basketball. Nashville Municipal Auditorium playing host once again to another pivotal night of games. We've got the last 2 matchups of week 2, and first up, it's the Rhythm versus the Eclipse. I'm Anna Camden reporting to you from the sideline. Remember that the top 4 players at the end of week 2's leaderboard will be captains for week 3. They'll get to draft a brand new team tomorrow, so stakes are high here in the Music City. The only player in this matchup that is currently in the top 4 is Shea Petty. And for more on her, we'll send it up to the booth for the first time tonight. Kevin?
Thanks, Anna. Kevin alongside Sid Colson. Here we go for this one. We're excited here on Valentine's Day. We're going to talk about who our Valentines are in terms of a basketball format. Sid, the beginning of this, Shea Petty is in the race to be in that captain's chair. How has she done it?
Just by shooting the ball, honestly, and being aggressive. Shea's a really good shooter, very capable scorer. But she shot 7 for 14, I believe, last game, and she had 5 threes. So it's just a matter of her coming off of screens, looking for herself, and then seeing what creates space for other people. But I think we need another performance like that from her tonight.
She's shooting 44% overall in the season from 3, which is a nice number. And in fact, she is 4th in total attempts and 2nd in makes.
Okay, so maybe I got to stop yelling at her about shooting it. She's actually shooting it. She's shooting it. She just needs to do it more often and do it with the mindset that she can't be stopped, and I think that'll help out Eclipse with their scoring troubles.
Everyone's having a hard time stopping Nalissa Smith.
Oh, 100%. But I love when I see Nalissa get into a flow, and what Rhythm has to do is give her more touches. The last 2 games, I feel like she was going long stretches without touching the ball, and she needs the ball in her hands. She's good at going off the bounce. She's got good footwork in the paint. She can play inside out. So I think they just got to find a way to get her going and make Eclipse find an answer for her.
Look at the numbers for both players. Nalissa Smith has been really quick from the moment she gets that pass into the post to the moment that thing goes through the bucket.
Yeah, I'm hoping that, she comes out here feeling good today, and we'll see her in a certain kind of soaring mindset.
Well, we're going to see her right now as the opening tip takes place against Mercedes Russell. That one almost uncontested. Rhythm in blue, Eclipse in purple. And we are underway here. Petty controlling the action. Rhythm come in 0-2. In fact, anyone wearing a blue jersey over the first 2 weeks of play is 0-5 in total. Of course, we do shuffle up and deal. We'll talk a lot more about that as the upcoming draft is on its way. Keon Trailer puts that one up, and it's out of bounds. You encourage her to shoot, too. You do know there's only one ball out there, right? You told everybody to shoot the thing.
Right, I'm acting like I'm putting money on it. Hey, do you think that is the blue jersey cursed right now?
I'm not really on board with that. Like, is the Madden cover cursed? Is the Sports Illustrated cover cursed? I would like to have found out.
Touché.
Maybe you'll find out. All right, look at the Eclipse starting lineup there. Tina Charles and Mercedes Russell, 2 key parts of that. The Twin Towers here is Charles, who's coming off an ejection, dumps it right to Russell. And that right there is kind of the admiral to Tim Duncan.
100%. I'm glad to see her, getting a touch first play of the game. For Tina.
And right away, the captain on the other side, Anissa Morrow, is taking it straight at Mercedes Russell, who had kind of 3 early fouls last night and then settled in a little bit.
Yeah, I think their team has felt like very stagnant's not the word, but kind of just all over the place. It's like chaotic at times, and I feel like their defense has looked like that, but they're all capable defenders, so I'm curious to see what today will look like and if they, make necessary adjustments.
Nice little step back there by Ariel Powers, averaging over 16 a game coming into the weekend. He's her scoring run early. The captain, Alicia Clark, straight to the basket, contact and 2. So she is focused on basketball for the moment. No yelling at the referees.
It's coming though. Okay, Alicia got in the paint, went off the wrong foot, little right foot, right hand finish. You missed the first play of the game though when Ariel hit the ball away. She was wanting the foul because she went over her back.
Well, Katie Versosa, Lance Gordon, and Kenzie Murray, you are forewarned that you will be dealing with Alicia Clark at some point here. Down a Trailer, who already shot 1 from 3, goes to her right side, finds Smith. Some open space there as Charles closes, and it does not matter. First bucket for number 5.
Yeah, Melissa really likes that running floater.
Champion in 2023, the Rhythm. That ball knocked away, and we get a foul call. Mentioned the Twin Towers here for the Eclipse and what impact they may have. Well, we know one matchup for sure in that foursome. So we know Nalissa Smith's going to draw an assignment, but who gets the other one?
The rest of the team.
Okay, 4-on-1.
Do it by committee. 'Cause they don't have anybody, tall enough obviously to do it. But that's just when your game plan changes. Maybe from the guards, we're digging in a little more if they're posting up and there's a mismatch, or maybe we're fronting and bringing defense on the backside.
Both misses there. Rhythm with the ball. 4-4 early action here in the first quarter. Kevin Warnett alongside Sid Colson. And Camden on the sidelines. Trailer with some space. Smith again with an open jumper, and she's 2 for 2.
Getting one early. And she's doing a lot of popping and short rolling, so she's not getting all the way to the basket, but she likes to operate in space, Melissa Smith.
Charles puts that one up on the basket, gets her own rebound. A little step in there is no good. 0 for 2 in that possession. Trailer with Smith trailing. Drives in, creates space, and nearly had the right angle off the board. Instead, Ariel Powers with the offensive rebound. And that was pretty good defense. Did not matter as 23 scores a second time.
It's a good move right there. AP, a little turnaround.
Look at our overall leaderboard down below. Rebecca Gardner, Odyssey Sims remain atop as the guards are dominating this season so far. Caitlin Chen had another superlative evening as that one is put up and over by Mercedes Russell, originally out of Springfield, Oregon, and played for Tennessee years ago, now in her 9th season.
I will say I'm liking the movement from both teams right now. The bigs are getting out of the screens quickly. They're either short rolling or going all the way to the basket or popping, but there's good movement right now in the game.
You said you wanted the Rhythm to play inside-out basketball when we were chatting earlier. It's the Eclipse who are doing it at the moment.
They are. They're doing a good job of it, too. And just going side to side. I know we've talked about the other games, but when you can reverse the floor, it makes the defense just work harder.
Eclipse with 6 points in the paint. Powers will take it. She already has 4. Pushes Clark off at the left elbow, and that is another score. Prolific attacker at the basket with another bucket. Powers 3 for 3, 6 points.
Alicia wanted that post up right there.
Betty backs up for some space and toilet bowls that one in. Would that roll the other way in the Australian League? Would it just naturally go the other direction in the Southern Hemisphere? I don't know.
Great point.
Ask yourselves at home. Morrow tries to dribble through, throws it out in front. Got it.
Good attack right there. Mercedes closed out a little bit too long. Got to give her space.
Clark working off Charles. Ran enough interference to get the shot off. Here come the Rhythm in transition. Slowing the pace up. Petty looking for some half-court offense. Russell rolls to the basket. There was an opening there for a second. Instead, it's Charles for 3. In warm-up, she shoots a lot of 3 balls, does Tina Charles.
Yeah, she knocks them down usually.
Morrow dared to shoot, took a little step back. Looks like she picked the ball up, and Russell does not like that. Give it to her. Charles inside with a size advantage, and that's a soft hook. 14-11, Rhythm still with the lead.
One of her mini shots, little hook.
Yeah, she has an array of offensive attacks, doesn't she now?
She does.
Tina Charles in her 15th season, originally out of UConn, the heyday of that program. I mean, well, is every day the heyday of that program, actually? Smith, tightly contested. Russell with the rebound. There's been more diversity of late. That was back when UConn was writing the entire story, it seemed, for the college game.
Luckily, you got a little bit more parity on the women's side, finally.
We saw for a moment Kia Vaughn in her first season as a coach here with Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball. Powers checks out. Brianna Turner comes in. Tina Charles also out. So a couple changes for both sides. They go a little bit shorter, but no less powerful. Alyssa Peely is back in. Russell from long range. She doesn't mind shooting it. Petty pokes it away.
Yeah, Shay's got those quick hands. Part of the reason she got Defensive Player of the Year last year, but she's also got, I think I saw like 5 steals.
Trailer has that one go off her feet. And we have hit our first break of this one with just under 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. So much to be decided, including those 60 quarter points here. Eclipse and Rhythm opening our night of basketball on a Saturday from Nashville. Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball is sponsored by Rebel Girls. As you look at the Champions Collection, beautiful celebration of all the different champions across Athletes Unlimited and their professional sports cadre. Tina Hawkins right there, first champion of basketball 2022. Who will be champion this year? We shall see. There's a look at the Book of Unlimited and some of the medals as well. As you're looking now at Kia Vaughn with more on this coach. Let's go down to Anna.
Well, Kevin, the Eclipse felt like last night's game was taken away from them with frustrating and emotional foul calls. But Coach Kia Vaughn told me they're coming into tonight grateful for the fact that they have another opportunity to compete and play together. Both teams, as we've already seen today, have a dominant paint presence, and they're both looking to avenge a loss. So Kia Vaughn said it's simply going to come down to who wants it more.
I would think Tina Charles wants it quite a bit after having that short night. She'd been in double figures in points every game before last night's early exit.
And I think that was part of the reason that we saw her get the first touch in this game. I think Alicia, being the captain on that team, knew, like, I got to start this out by giving her a touch early and see what happens, and she created for somebody else.
Creating for herself right there. Beautiful move from Aaliyah Nye. You asked her before the game, why haven't you been shooting it? What was her response?
Yeah, she pointed to her head like that. It's mental, and you know she's a rookie, and so getting acclimated to even playing more minutes, and so that offensive flow just has to come back. Well, she would do a good job during the W season coming in for the Aces, but now you're playing more, and you got to find your own rhythm.
The PGs trade buckets there, and then more defense causes that problem. Let's look back at that Nye basket.
Yeah, good attack, and there been some contact there, but she still finished.
A lot of point feints in this one so far. 22 of the 39 points have been in the paint, and that one was nearly another. Instead, it's a turnover, and the Eclipse are on the run. Russell's out front. Smartly done. Draws the contact, the foul, and sinks the bucket. That foul will go against Asia Taylor.
That was a good kick ahead by Leah Nye. Mercedes Russell ran the floor, so you want to reward your big when they're running hard.
Now the Eclipse tonight are missing Ariel Atkins. She's out, suffered an injury last night. And, you know, that gives a little extra time to do the paperwork, okay, for Ariel Atkins. She's got some paperwork to do because we're going to have her change her name because there is no D in Ariel Atkins. It's the opposite of Irk Nowitzki. All right, she's leading the league in steals.
Is she?
Yeah, so there's plenty of D, so we're going to have to come up with a way to work one in there. 16 steals. Next player is Zaya Cook with 11.
Okay, and then I think Shea Petty is probably after that. So one of the people's in this game, so Ariel's spot might be up for grabs.
Well, maybe Shea needs to give away a D. She's got a couple, so she's got one to give, like a kidney. You just, here, Ariel.
You can live without the other.
Yeah.
Great way to look at it, Kev.
Okay, Ariel.
I love that perspective.
Ariel Adkins like the diet.
Atkins?
Yeah, Atkins. She can get a sponsorship. This is all working out. We'll let her know.
Yeah, she needs to throw you some bread if she gets it. We're having an idea.
Yeah, the lefty's been doing an outstanding job. Comes in averaging 11.5 to the weekend and just continued performing with that. You saw her stat numbers going across. Hopefully she's back for action as it resumes on Wednesday with our Week 3 teams. Russell at the line. Sinks the first of 2.
I feel like these 3 games went by fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I was feeling like when this one started, I was like, okay, well, we got one more tomorrow. It's like, no, we don't.
Now we'll be with you Wednesday morning, another 10:30 opportunity for the school children here in Nashville to come on out and enjoy some incredible women's professional basketball. There's still time for you to join us here at the Nashville Municipal Auditorium as well. AUProsports.com has your tickets, so you can come out and see some of the best players on the planet. Sequoia Holmes sinks that one from the corner.
Yeah, they just completely forgot she was down there.
Peely with Clark walking in front. Full extension of the arms. Peely works her way in.
Yeah, Koya got a hand in there.
Now she was suffering, getting backed under.
Sorry.
She doesn't know what to do with that.
She got her hand in, tried to take it back.
So the Eclipse side is +1 players with Alyssa Peely joining. Alyssa Peely. Good on Anna.
Well, Alyssa Peely told me her best asset is her versatility. She can knock it down from 3. She can get it done in the paint. And she said that's why every captain should draft her. She's a good teammate, a coachable player, and again, she's versatile.
In her 3rd season now, WNBA Finals with the Lynx back in 2024 after being their #1 draft pick, picked 8th overall. Peely's proven worth it. Beautiful drive there, unable to convert to the rhythm. Eclipse +1, looking for more. Charles and Nye trying to work that game. Charles trying to post up. She'll get it. Loses position just a little bit against Turner.
See how she looked down there at the clock on the other end?
To the baseline move. That ball did not touch the rim. One to shoot. Gerard, did she get it off? No, that'll be a shot clock violation. As that initial Tina Charles shot went clear over the iron.
It did. I think it was a pass, though, so all good.
That's not the official score. That is Sid Colson, who scores Sid ball and an alternate score sheet here for Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball.
Yeah, I was going to mark that down as
it's
an assist.
It's very player-friendly, your score sheet.
I'm just looking out for the players, man.
Said you'll be back to action, right? Working on that ACL rehab.
That's the plan, Kev.
Morrow in rhythm from 3, finds him on the scoreboard. Put that on your stat sheet.
Yeah. That's a good look. I know Anissa is working. She's working on a consistent 3 ball. So you got to shoot it. You know, you got to work on it.
She pulled down the rebound there. She's trailing the action as Zaya Cook finds a lot of purple resistance, and it matters not. Cook with another bucket.
Good Hezzy right there. Change of pace and direction.
Gerard Peely, she will shoot from 3 with that versatility. Playing over the top is Smith, and it does not pay off.
Yeah.
Charles corrals it and scores. Deja Kelly now with Sherrod. They'll feed it inside. Looking to Smith. She has the height advantage here. Right hand a little short.
Oh, Alicia's running.
Sherrod to the captain. Easy left hand. Shortening up those steps even more, chopping them in.
It's a good look.
Morrow hit a 3 from here. You mentioned that Morrow's shoes match her hair. That is an incredible combination.
I like it. She's really coordinating right now.
Sandy Reeboks? Is that what we're looking at?
Sandy Reeboks. That's what I was calling them.
Under a minute here, as Charles has problems corralling it once again.
That's going up.
Hard off, and this could now be closer to the last possession here. Still a fair difference here, about 20 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Hesitation worked.
Really good Hezzy.
No bucket, 26-24. Rhythm with the lead, looking for the quarter. 60 team points for that quarter victory, and the lead in the overall. I'm feeling quick move here. Zaya to the corner. That one's long. Eclipse, under 10. Sherrod, straight with it, tucks it away, puts it up.
Little tuck.
And we're going to have a lack of scoring to end the last minute here of what was a 26-24 quarter. 60 points for Rhythm.
Whoa. Okay, so far. Okay, one for Rhythm. I predicted Eclipse was going to get 3 out of 4.
That was the call. You had Eclipse 3 or 4 quarters in the overall victory. That will be determined here shortly. The Rhythm still looking for their first victory of the weekend and of the year.
Hi, I'm Anissa Morrow, and let's take it to the hoop. My confidence on the court comes from all the unseen hours that I put into the gym. All the hard work that you take, I feel like the repetition that you put into your skill and your craft is the reason why I'm so confident. Most embarrassing moment I've had on the court so far is falling down after hitting a shot and then slipping, trying to get back up and falling again. If I could have dinner with any former basketball player, it would be Derrick Rose. That is my favorite player of all time. He motivated me so much throughout my younger career, and even now, just distributing, he shows resilience and just the drive that I admire.
Captain Morrow, 9 points, 15 boards last night in an entire game. Here, 9 points in the first quarter.
Yeah, she's got 9 points in 9 minutes. So averaging a point in a minute. She's got 6 rebounds. So she almost had her double-double that we're used to seeing from in the first quarter alone, which is crazy.
Morrow continues to remind me of that Dennis Rodman type energy with the rebounds, but she's adding a lot more offense than the Worm used to.
Yeah, no, and I really liked seeing that from her, and especially like this early in the game. She's not waiting. Rhythm in general is not waiting until they're punched. They're throwing the first punch today.
Look at that. You have Morrow's numbers. Team combined for 72% field goal percentage. That will do. That'll win you a lot of quarters and games. As we're underway here in the second, Kevin Barnett. Alongside Sid Colson. Hannah Camden on the sidelines as Keon Traylor controls the action for the Rhythm, who has the lead. And Alyssa Smith stops short. And looks like she'll go to the line. She's been scoring effectively in the first quarter as well. Smith with 4. Ariel Powers with 6. She hit a quick 3 for 4 and then exited the game. She's back out there now, number 23 in blue. Well, last night they lost the battle of the benches, did this Rhythm side. They were minus 18 total as they allowed the Gold Rush 38 off the bench.
That's rough.
Yeah, who are the likely people to step up on the Rhythm side when you're talking about that second group?
Talking about the second group? Deja Kelly. I think Bree Turner started, didn't she?
Yeah, I like Deja Kelly. That's a good call.
Deja Kelly, and I think Zaya Cook started.
Yep. How about Asia Taylor?
Asia Taylor, 100%. I'm trying to think of who was their other, 3, 4. Yeah, Asia's just consistent. Asia Taylor is consistent. She's aggressive. She's a good defender.
I mentioned they're 0-2, but they did win 2 quarters last night.
Yeah, good pass.
Healy, the beneficiary of that pass. Nice start for Leonine.
And so much opens up for these guards on Eclipse when the bigs roll hard.
Smith rolls, still out high, draws a couple of players, and it doesn't matter. Alyssa Smith is feeling it tonight.
And 1-foot floater. I love seeing her get to that. She's really good at, as a big, catching it and going off the bounce. She's got some good guard skills.
Healy has that slapped away with authority.
Anissa Morrow again.
Go ahead, Sid. Give me some of that. Give me some of that. Come on, give me some. Yo!
I almost cursed, Kevin. I had to stop myself. I almost said,
Get that out of here.
Get that out of here.
That looked like a tater tot getting slapped out of someone's mouth.
But, she mentioned her favorite player being Derrick Rose. He was so aggressive in his dunks and in everything, just powerful. So, it makes sense.
Those that have only been in the NBA the last, say, decade or so may not know that version of Derrick Rose. He was incredible early in his career there with the Chicago Bulls.
Incredible.
Became a savvy veteran, but was never quite the same explosive presence he was then. 2 to shoot. Charles got it away, and it's in. You called it, Sid.
Tina's funny. So Tina's such a good vet. She took her team last week. What was that, Glow? She took them on a winery tour.
Yeah.
That's Anissa again.
That was Anissa Morrow. She's 5 for 5.
She's having a Rebecca Gardner type night.
She's looking for those MVP 1 honors here.
Perfect shooting nights. But Tina took the whole team on a wine tour. I think she said this week they're doing some paint and sip activity.
A little
just
wine
a good bet.
Wine
Yeah,
and
she's
draw.
paying for everything. I'm like, I needed to get on that bus with y'all.
Rhythm looking in rhythm here. Good float to the bucket. Morrow with the rebound, and that'll be a quick call. Rhythm will hold possession, and we have an opportunity to hold court with Sequoia Holmes. Sequoia, welcome into the broadcast. Thanks for spending a little time with us.
Hey.
How was the start for you? You hit from the corner to begin.
Yeah, that's always a good sign for me. But then I airball right after that, so it's just,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna bring up.
It's just 6-7.
That's what I was. That's what I was gonna bring up, Koya. You gotta let it fly though.
Yeah.
And at least you're letting it fly. What's y'all's game plan today? Like, what was the conversation in the locker room to attack them?
I think pace hasn't been great the first couple games, so just playing in rhythm, sharing the ball, moving the ball from side to side, getting the defense to rotate. And then we can get into our advantages when we have offensively. I think we were hunting them a little bit too early and not letting the defense move enough. And once they're kind of in a tired position, we can take advantage of those.
Yeah.
You're kind of a citizen of the world at this point with the amount of basketball you've played and where you've played it. How have you seen the game change?
Tremendously. I mean, globally, from an aspect of just how talented these young ladies are now, skill-wise, it's just amazing, right? And then just all the extras that's been added to them, their marketability and things that they add to our game, it's been quite impeccable, to watch.
Well, Leah Nye is taken away from your game there. She got the steal and the 3. Outstanding.
So, Koya, you being a, 18, 19-year vet, and having a relatively young team right here this week, what have you been saying to them? Are you doing I see you doing a lot of talking to everybody. What are the things that you're saying to them throughout the course of a game?
I think for a lot of the young players, it's just slowing down a tick, being patient, letting your options kind of come to you. Don't be, be quick but not in a hurry. You don't have to rush, but also keep your confidence up. Sometimes we miss some shots and things like that, and they kind of get a little down on themselves because they know that they're such good players. But a lot of times, the game just has to come to you, and sometimes the ball don't go your way. I think defensively, I just want to impress upon him, you got to still play on the other end of the court no matter what's happening on the other end. Don't let that dictate your defense. Don't let your offense dictate your defense.
Well, Zaya Cook's been listening to you. She's playing with some confidence. Thanks for spending some time with us, Sequoia.
Yes, absolutely. Thank y'all for having me.
Thanks, Koya.
Yeah, you saw Zaya Cook hit a 3, hit a 2. There's some back and forth, some punches being thrown here in the second in terms of buckets.
I like that. I like the back and forth. I like to see Leah Nye smiling too. She hit a 3. She did a little celebration. Haven't seen a lot of that from her. I want to see these players out here getting into their, the joy of it.
Okay.
So many people look tense and tight. Have fun. I know that's got to be the case in volleyball too.
Oh yeah, for
you're
sure.
playing your
it's
best.
the same across sports.
Yeah, you're locked in, but you got to have some fun with it.
Yeah, when you're in the zone, you are not. It's not a tight zone. You're not really nervous and worried. All right, listen, Athletes Unlimited Women's Sports Bar Alliance is a national network where fans celebrate women's sports, athletes, the games, and each other. You can find more information on that. Visit auprosports.com and find the location nearest you. Russell with the first. Second rattles out. Captain with the rebound and control. 37 apiece here in the second quarter. Victory for the Rhythm in the first, 26-24. And right now the Rhythm are behind in the quarter. Eclipse trying to take the lead overall and a 60-point team award here in the second. Look forward to our halftime. We'll have the half show. Chance for Sid to have a guest and dominate them in basketball. Lacey, big push. That's definitely got to be an offensive foul, and indeed, that's called. JoJo Lacey with the committal there.
I don't want to see Rhythm start just falling in love with the jumpers, though. I think they can get some better looks, and you'll still get those threes late. in the shot clock, but both ends really, both teams make the other team work defensively, move the ball.
I made you work defensively earlier.
Nice
What happened
keep.
there?
That was a nice keep right there.
You know who was smiling the most off that play was Asia Taylor, who was the decoy.
Proud, did your job.
Russell wide open, cannot quite be found. And 3 seconds is called. When you have those twin towers, sometimes they hang out a little too long in their safe space.
Yeah, Tina was frustrated. The last 2 times at the court, she didn't get a look when she had good positioning.
Don't let her get too frustrated.
Right.
Taylor, one of those players, could provide some offensive spark here. Lays it off, and it's Kelly who will go to the line for 2 shots. In the quarter, it's 13 apiece. In the game, the Rhythm are leading 39-37. So much to be decided in this final night of Week 2 of Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball. The Rhythm looking for victory and looking good at the moment. Just under 5 minutes to go in the half. 26-24 in the first. Rhythm with the victory. Here they still lead by 2. Let's get on courtside to Anna Camden.
Well, if you've been paying attention at all in this game, you know Tina Charles and Alyssa Smith are battling in the paint. But Tina is actually coaching up in Alyssa as they play. In fact, at one point, Charles forces Smith into a turnover and then proceeds to tell her what she could have done to avoid it. Sid, you mentioned earlier how good of a vet Tina is, and we're seeing that over and over again as the season continues to go on.
No, I think you love seeing and hearing stuff like that. Because Tina's competing, you know, but she's also here wanting to, like, grow the game and make sure, you know, she made a point to me that she wants to leave the game better than she found it. So even her presence here at AU with the resume that she has and, you know, coming here and doing things with the young players off the court and doing things with her team and then literally coaching somebody as you're competing against them, it's just like you want to see the game, you know, grow. You want players to get better, and so that's funny, though, that she's out there doing it.
The Bigs are winning that battle for the Eclipse, although not all the way on the scoreboard. You mentioned the resume of Tina Charles. Listen, a 3-time Olympian, 3-time Olympic gold medalist, 8-time WNBA All-Star. #1 pick back in 2010, won a couple of titles with UConn back in her collegiate career, has had nothing but success, and has been working hard for people who are not finding the same success down there in what is native Jamaica for much of her family, working to help them recover from the Category 5 Hurricane Melissa. Mom and Grandma living down there, and Tina's put substantial effort into providing some of the necessities for those folks. Working hard to coach up her team here. Clark to Petty. Space created by Charles, who eventually goes to the basket. And that's a little too far. Who touched it last? Tina did. Just rattled that one home, in case you were wondering, Sid. You know, following the studio game instead of the actual game.
No, I was watching the room.
Yeah. Watch my quickness. Watch. Look at that. You didn't even see me move. Nobody saw
That's
this
like a little
bucket
kid.
here.
Watch what I can do.
What? Watch me, Sid. Watch me. Zaya Cook. A lot of people have been watching her. Good matchup with Shea Petty. As the ball changes hands a few times, Petty eventually comes up with it and gets it right back.
Made me nervous.
Morrow steps in front of that pass. Looked like a defensive back. The early pickoff. And the wild action ends with the ball out of bounds, and Rhythm will have possession. So halftime's coming up. You'll have Zay Wilson with you, won't you, at the half show here?
I will. I need to just keep stacking up my wins, so hopefully he can't shoot.
TV personality, musical artist here in Nashville, and joining us on the half show. He'll be hanging out with Sid, some interview time, and then they will be shooting the ball in the variety of different manners that Sid's come up with. Do you have to stay the same all year? Like,
No,
does it have
I need to switch it up next week.
Logo threes to finish? Like that?
I like those. Like that.
How about that finish right there? Another nice one.
Shot, Deja.
Deja Kelly with that bucket.
They just come out more aggressive today. I like seeing that.
Hard to be more aggressive if you're the Eclipse. We had the most physical basketball game we have seen this season happen last night against the Glow. Everyone was on the ground.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Yeah, they didn't necessarily want to be there either. They were put there, as Shea Petty is almost put there. Brianna Turner with that kick. She'll fade out. Kelly still with control. Trailer, a little right step. And has it thrown away by Nye. You were crediting her block game, right?
She was like, yeah, people don't think I got good timing or can block shots. I was like, yeah, girl, I didn't know either until I saw it. But they blocked for her in the books.
Proving some new skills here. Russell faced up, now trying to back it down, running out of time, gets the call. Now let's take a look back at that defense by Nye. Aaliyah Nye came into the week with 3 blocks. She's been adding to that total steadily.
Yeah, knowing that Kayana Traylor is a lefty, she came in and she timed it, knowing she gave her a little hezzy around the free throw line, got back to her left hand and attacked, so Aaliyah just waited for her to elevate, and she's a little bigger than her, so easy block right there for her.
Russell now with 12 points. That ties her season high. She had 10 points early in this one, so it's been a little bit of a journey to get to 12, but an impact performance thus far from Mercedes Russell, and she continues to put up record numbers for her in this 2026 season.
Which they need to do it by committee, because obviously losing Ariel, having her inactive this game, you got to find a way to manufacture some points from other players.
Charles denying the ball way out from the bucket here.
Right.
Against Turner. Morrow gets it against Russell, draws a double team. And that three does not find the mark that time from Deja Kelly. Betty with her side down 4. Coming up on 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. Petty, Clark looking to play that inside game. Russell stumbling backwards, got it down just in time, and the left hand is good.
You like to see that from Mercedes. Took her time, was patient. She almost stumbled a little bit. She got her footing though. Finished with the left.
Looking at some MVP honors here, perhaps.
Maybe.
Morrow not afraid to shoot 3. Pulls up at the free throw line. Chance to tie here for the Eclipse or take the lead. Order is also very tight, 17 apiece. Maybe we get another push. Russell left open. Extra passes, 10 to shoot. Petty takes a dribble. Rhythm still clinging to that 2-point lead that they had at the end of the first, taking home those 60 team points.
And what's our quarter score? Okay.
Tied right now, yeah. Still, that remains the case as teams exchange misses. Charles and Nye in some action there. Charles now with the space on Turner. Trailer does not double down. A late whistle goes against Brianna Turner.
Brianna Turner can't believe it.
No, she cannot. Neither can Chaz Franklin, her coach, who is also having some words with our crew.
Well, Tina's happy about it. Oh, Ariel Powers.
Ariel Powers putting on the referee uniform, taking off the snap pants, but yeah, we always wanted those. That's jealousy in the basketball to volleyball world. All right, don't miss the AU Live Music Series featuring halftime performances all season long from artists including 2 Live Bree, the Boykins, and Amethyst Kia, plus more bold genre-blending talent. AUProBasketball.com for those details. Yeah, we had snap pants, but an old-school coach, so he wouldn't let us wear them, and then they did not appear in the next year's kit.
Lame.
Man, totally lame. There's nothing better than ripping off some pants and going into the game. So satisfying.
It is.
1 minute to go. 43-42. 18-17. That quarter score, hugely important. I think both of us had the Eclipse winning all 3 quarters. They got to win this one if that's going to be true. Powers nearly didn't put that one down in time. Little step back 3, long distance from Koya Holmes, no good. Petty now in control. Pushing the pace. Kick into Clark. Both teams have gone a little cold here at the end of the second quarter. consecutive misses. Rhythm now. Quarter score maybe on their mind here.
Yeah.
About 2 seconds, 2 to 3 seconds between game and shot clock.
Right, so Eclipse will still have one more chance even if they do score.
Powers waving trailer underneath. Holmes, who missed from 3. 3 to shoot. 2 has to put it up. 3 to go. Eclipse already with the quarter in hand. That one just misses from Petty. So we are now at the end of the first half, and the Eclipse win the quarter by 1 point. They close in the overall score by 1 point. We've got ourselves a good basketball game.
Yeah, 1-1 now. We're going to see what the second half provides.
43-42. As Anna Camden patrols the sidelines there, we'll put 60 on the board for the Eclipse. And Anissa Morrow already has a double-double. She's with Anna.
Anissa, best start of the week for you guys. What was different for tonight?
Just intensity. We want to win. We don't want to get swept. Coming up in here and just having a different mindset is the biggest thing for us.
How are you going to stop the punch of Mercedes Russell and Tina Charles?
Yeah, we're just going to have to continue to rebound. I feel like we have to run the floor and be physical with them.
Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, tough assignment indeed already. Mercedes Russell with a 2026 night to remember, 15 points. Charles with 9. The Twin Towers are standing tall. The Eclipse are trailing by 1. And the halftime is coming. Zay Wilson joins Sid Colson when we return to Nashville. Rhythm +1. The Rhythm finding their way here as you look at the Parthenon here in the capital of Tennessee, Nashville. 43-42. Second half of basketball awaits, but before that, let's go to Sid.
What's up, Zay?
What up, Sid?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you
Good to
doing?
see you. What's
Good
this?
to see
This
you
is
as well.
y'all. We're here with Zay Wilson, TV personality, country music artist, but you've also been an AU regular. This is like 4 games now.
Yeah, my
You're
fourth
obsessed
game.
with us.
Yeah, low key. I'm obsessed with you. Just come to see you. I'm like, oh, is she funny? Let me come and see her.
Listen, man, you've been in here watching what 3-4 games now.
Yeah.
What have you thought about the play?
It's good and it's
Yeah.
fun. Because I feel like here in AU, like the players they play more free.
Yeah.
And they can actually really be themselves. Because obviously, you know, like even people that's on the bench.
Yeah.
During the WNBA.
Yeah.
They don't get to do all the things that they actually want to do. And
Yeah.
I feel like AU it gives you the opportunity to show what you really like to do and what you can actually do.
Yeah. Did you already know some players before coming here? Did
Yeah.
you recognize some players?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. Did you hoop?
Yeah,
Did you play?
I
'Cause I see
did.
you got the jersey on. You got the Love and Basketball.
Yeah. 'Cause
Jersey
they said
on, but-
that you was going to try to challenge me or something, so I figured I'd be Quincy McCall. And you'd
Yeah,
be
that's going to be
Monica.
next. Yeah, and I'm going to beat you too because I haven't lost yet in Sid Ball. But talk to me about your start in music. Where did this country music start for you?
It just came from me. I grew up in Texas.
Oh, what part?
Austin,
Get out.
Texas. Yeah.
Okay, my brother and sister went to UT.
Okay, yeah, hook 'em.
No, I went to A&M. So gig 'em.
No.
I set you up for that.
You see, that I like that though. That's cool. You know who won the most matchups. So,
Whatever.
anyways, but I just got into country music, just loving music, and from my background, I come from nothing. So just hearing about love and hearing about just different things that I didn't grow up seeing in my life, I really just caught my eye. I loved it. Look at me.
Oh, it's a TV over there too.
Yeah, it is.
What have you enjoyed the most out of this journey? Because how many years for this now? How many years in music?
2.5 now.
2.5.
Yeah.
What's been your highlight moment so far?
My highlight? I opened up for my first time ever performing in front of anyone. I opened up for Dasha, and then 2 weeks later, I was opening up for Shabuzi. So at Stagecoach. So it's been a journey, and like anything else, like basketball, you just got to work hard at it and just give it your best shot.
Yeah. Has life changed a lot in those 2.5 years? Has it been a significant difference?
Yeah. I mean, it has definitely helped that I've did like 2 shows on Netflix and one on MTV. So people, some people know me from TV. So it kind of gets me like, okay, I know this person.
Yeah.
Okay, but now let me hear him sing. Wow, he can sing. Like so it definitely that definitely helped. But I'm just grateful for the journey.
So I want to hear a little bit of give us a little bit of your singing voice.
Baby, lock them doors and turn the lights down low and put some music on that's soft and slow.
Hold on, you about to make me get up. What? That's insane that's coming out of your body.
I know, right?
I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that.
That's the beautiful part of it, man. That's the beautiful part. They don't expect somebody 6'6", full of tattoos to sound like that.
No, not at all. And that's on me.
Yeah, let alone to do country music. You listen to country music?
I do. I'm a big Dixie Chicks fan.
Okay.
Like my mom loved the Dixie Chicks, and so I listen to them a lot, like by default. But yeah, they're my favorite artists. But like I listen to some other stuff. I don't know a lot of the new artists though. Yeah, you got to put me on.
I got you.
I got to get on your stuff so we know next time you pull up, we singing your stuff. But tell me a little bit about being on reality TV. How'd that come about? Was that like an audition process? Did somebody just see you and they were like, I want to have you on the show? What'd that look like?
I was already doing like some brand deals and stuff. It was like the early ages. It was like pre-COVID. But I was already doing some branding and stuff and working with some companies, and people would reach out all the time, and I was just like, no, I'm playing basketball. I'm trying to graduate college, and me being the first person to graduate high school and go to college in my family was a big thing. So for me, even to graduate high school was a big thing. So me going to college was a even bigger thing. So I had a girlfriend at the time, and I would always tell her like, this show just hit me up. They want me to go. Ha ha ha. It's funny, And then once a show hit me up, that was a couple show. I told her, she was like, we should do it. I said, no. I'm like 2 months away from graduating college.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving college to do that.
Yeah.
But you know how
but
it
you
is.
Did it.
Yeah. You know how it is when you love somebody else. Like,
yeah.
All right. And then she did say something that changed my mind. She was like, when are you gonna have another opportunity this big? It's gonna be on the big platform. So you might as well do it. So I ended up dropping out of college and going on a TV show.
And then what happened with you and that girl? Y'all went on that show and you're no longer together, I bet, huh?
Yeah.
Way to go,
Thanks
Zay.
for reminding me on Valentine's Day. I appreciate it.
Yeah, happy Valentine's Day, man, for sure. Great having you chat with me. But don't leave, though. We're going to come back. We're going to play Sid Ball.
Let's do it.
I'm going to beat you. I don't care what jersey you got on. Yeah. Come take this L.
It's love and basketball theme today, so.
I'm not going to show you no love, but we'll be back with the game, y'all. What's up, y'all? Back here with Zay Wilson, country music artist, TV personality, and loser in Sid Ball in a second. All right, so we're going to shoot free throws first, offhand, 5 of them, rapid fire, okay? Oh, no, that's a bad start. It's this jacket.
Excuses already.
There it is.
Okay, 1. 2.
My shirt, my jacket was getting caught.
What is that, 3?
That was 3.
Oh, there we go.
All right. Yeah. Good. Keep that up.
There we go. Tie.
All right, 1 foot. 1 foot shot. Sing me something, Zay.
Hey, I don't want to resist.
I like shooting with music.
Tonight.
Thank you.
Nah, my singing was helping you. I can't do that. Let me see. I got it.
Yes. Come on, Quincy.
Oh, my goodness. There we go.
All right.
All right.
Good. Keep that up.
No, it's okay. I lost this one.
All right. No, look.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, you know what?
Oh, yeah, I got this one.
All right, I'm not doing that. Oh,
yeah,
my
let's go,
God.
Aggies. Let's go, Aggies.
There we go. That's what it should have been. Oh.
1 for 5. You said no look?
Yeah.
So like that.
I got nervous. Oh. Yes.
I'm going to hit 1.
So did
Talk
I.
to me nice, but I'm here too. Oh my God.
All right, seat it. We're gonna back it up to over here.
Show me something, Sid.
No. Oh.
There we go. You said you ain't never lost, huh?
Brick house. No. No.
Let's go. Last one. Give it to me.
There it is.
Give it to.
All right, 1 for 5. I'll take it.
It's
I
all
tore
right.
my ACL, so that's why I missed it.
Me too. Cash.
Oh.
Cash. Oh my God. Come here. Need it.
No.
Oh my.
Oh, and I don't know the score, but I think I'm winning. You good with that? Oh, it's 18-14. I'm up.
Money.
Ah.
I think I got one more.
No, you don't. No,
yes,
you don't.
I do. Yes, I do.
You
Don't try
definitely
to
don't.
cheat
That
me.
was 5. I counted it. That's what you get for cheating. No. In there. Give me that. Yeah, come.
I didn't know you can shoot for real.
Just today. Oh, yes. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it.
I gotta make 3 in a row.
Yeah.
That's one. Oh.
Please don't. Yes. Oh, I got nervous. Oh, I got nervous, Kev. I thought he was going to get me.
Didn't even have to sub me in for 3 that time.
Yeah. Kev was my sub last game. Hey, keep your head up, man. Happy Valentine's
You
Day.
barely
Nothing but
beat
love.
me.
It doesn't matter. Barely beat you or beat you. I still won. Thank you.
Listen, when that knee good,
Yeah. 1-on-1.
yeah.
Here you go.
I ain't gonna post you up.
Zay, you look good out there, though. Shot look good. You found
Thank
your
you.
range from the seated spot.
You know.
You did. You got me there.
Yeah.
I appreciate you though. Come and
Thanks
kick
for
it.
having me.
Yeah, man.
I
Good talking to
appreciate
you.
it.
Best of luck with your music, with everything.
Thank you. I need that one-on-one for real though.
Okay, I got you, man.
We can just do all 3s or something like that.
Say less.
Got you.
Say less or say more. It's your choice. We're looking forward to more basketball here in the second half. Nisa Morrow is getting her crew ready. Let's go into the game with number 24 in blue. What's it like to be out there with the captain?
All right, y'all, let's get us one. Just have fun. Yep. Have fun from the jump. Here we go. First 5 minutes. First 5 minutes. Easy money. Here we go. Go, Zaya! Go, Zaya! Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Watch the nail! I still got it.
It's game within the game right there, Sid. That's like Sid ball, except out on the floor for real there. The amount of chatter going on.
I know. I like it though.
Yeah.
I like hearing what players, like how they talk, what they have to say. You heard somebody yelling nail.
Yeah.
To be on the nail. I'm like, it's just constant communication. I like players that are just always talking to their teammates, encouraging, you know, and also willing to listen too, though. You're not just talking at people. What kind of player were you, matter of fact? What kind of player were you?
Angry.
Just yelling at
Angry
people?
for sure. Oh, just like if you block me, I'll just come back and hit it harder the next time.
But what about to your teammates? How'd you talk to your teammates?
I learned how to talk to my teammates
You did?
later. Yeah, you get to that point. You were talking about how it's fun and you're teaching. That doesn't take away from the intensity. People who never played think that takes away from the intensity. It absolutely does not.
It doesn't.
You can be having fun and still playing at your peak level.
Yeah.
Even though you're chit-chattering across the middle of it.
I mean, you can argue sometimes. I can argue that I think I was playing my best when I was having fun. Like having fun with my teammates. We're all, you know, clicking on all cylinders, and it's exciting that way.
The first half, Mercedes Russell 15 points, Tina Charles with 9, just 4 bench points for the Eclipse. Let's check in courtside with Anna.
Well, I just asked Coach Chaz Franklin what the biggest difference maker was for his team in that first half versus their first 2 games this week. And he said his team is finally trusting each other. They're moving the ball, they're communicating, they're playing like a unit that has worked well together. So that is the biggest difference. I'm assuming they're going to look to share the ball, get everyone involved here in this second half.
Morrow with 11 and 10. The bench with 9 to that point. Anna was just making. Smith with 8. And then Arrow Powers. She has 6, but all those came in the first couple of possessions. What do you do with Powers right now? You try and get her going again, or you try and get Smith going? who gets herself going to the bucket there with a smooth move to open the second half.
I think that was the answer right there.
Okay, fine.
It looks like they're in a, like a horns alignment offensively with both of their bigs high and letting Liz or Anissa create, but Ariel will find a way to get involved, whether plays are called for her or not.
Well, she's getting involved now in a physical contest with Clark as Tina Charles immediately draws an opportunity to go to the charity stripe. Watch out for that Clark matchup with Powers. They are fighting for position already.
They are. I like it. I like it. They're both chirpers, so this will be an interesting 20 minutes.
Who's the chirpiest?
Out of them two?
No, out of anybody you know in the women's basketball world. In the whole space, who's the chirpiest bird?
Dang. Okay, let me think on that.
Okay.
That's a good question. Alicia's up there.
Charles. Second one, rattles home. My dad used to say you can't stop slop. I don't know if that was real nice. He used to talk trash to me when I was a kid.
Can't stop slop?
You can't, if I rattled one in,
yeah,
you can't stop slop.
All right, Pop.
Thanks, Dad. Oh, you can't stop that perfect shot there from the captain. Anissa Morrow with another.
She looked at Chaz like, that's my shot.
Charles turns, finds the space with the left hand. That was very nice and technical to finish.
That was a good finish by Tina. She moved quick right there.
Yeah, it looked like she lost a split second, and Smith was coming onto that right side. Little skip past the outside to Morrow. Misses that one. Petty with the rebound. She'll push the action. Doesn't have numbers here. May not matter. Free throw. Perfect.
Shot by Shea. See, once again down here, Anissa, that's a fine shot for her, but I think they can still get that same shot late. Yeah, just later in the shot clock, I think they get the same thing.
Well, wondered if she'd get in on the action. Ariel Powers does just that to open the second half.
See, and I like that shot better because you had Anissa involved in the pick and roll. She rolled, took some defense with her. Liz rose. They swung it to AP. So it's just a little more movement. Same shot, though.
Not with a whole bunch of movement that finishes with her doing a snowman on the ground.
I gotta put a Band-Aid.
Just go, throw a Band-Aid on her, will you? Wish you had a snowman. You could throw that out there, too.
Oh, I would like that. Let me look.
Or snow angel. Sorry, did I say snowman? Snow angel is what I meant. Everyone knew from the motion, I hope.
I hope.
Aaliyah Nye played in Alabama. Grew up in Michigan for a long time. Part of the Potawatomi Indians, the Gun Lake tribe. It's a sovereign nation in Shelbyville, Michigan. Certainly a huge influence on her life. And we're tied here in the second half. Good basketball. This has been a really fun game in the first half.
So it's that same two-post high action and giving Liz a chance to just attack.
Trying to draw the bigs away from the bucket and give some space in the lane. Okay. Petty. She's trying to find her way to the lane. Cannot pass Morrow. Charles feeding to Russell, who had position, and that pays off. The bench likes it. Bench only had 4 points for the Eclipse in that first half. On the other side, bench points 9. Traylor kind of lost the handle there. Was that Charles poking it out from behind a little bit?
I think it was.
Okay.
Got lucky it went off on Eclipse.
See that season leaderboard down below. We need to start checking in on the leaderboard here for the week because that will determine the captains. Shea Petty's looking for the victory here to stay in that race. She's in a tight contest with a couple of players on the Glow side. Glow is 2-0. They'll be taking on the Gold Rush tonight in our second game. Smith just let the shot clock expire a little bit too late. And we'll look at how the captains are selected. It is randomly selected in week 1, but then it's the top 4-point earners for that week 1 that are week 2 captains. You're watching 2 of them right now, and Alicia Clark and Anissa Morrow. Now the top 4 performers here in this second week will be captain next week. And it's just week by week. If you watch Athletes Unlimited Pro Volleyball, it is cumulative for the captains. The championship is still cumulative, but the captains shift around as we look at how they lay out at the moment. Odyssey Sims, Shea Petty, Natasha Mack, and Sarah Ashley Parker.
So we wondered before the game if Shea was, if her spot was going to be threatened, but she's done a good job so far this game of going up. I think she was in 3 when we started the game. She was in 3rd place. Now she's in 2nd.
Yeah, but she really needs those points,
She
right?
needs a lot, yeah. She needs to win.
All those other players are going to play in the next game. They're all Glow players. Glow owns 10 of the top 11 spots. The reason they don't own more, there's only 10 Glow players. That's it.
That's going up.
Here's Clark in rhythm. No good. Morrow with another rebound. Continuing to add to that double-double that she already put in the Sid stat sheet in the first. Powers. She's got another. And throwing the celebration to go with it.
And who's she pointing at? Her mama?
Not sure where.
Oh, no, she's pointing at Danielle Viglione, player development coach.
Danielle Viglione has returned. If you've been following on social, that was questionable. Three-pointer good. 53-52. Rhythm up. Back in Nashville, the Eclipse and Rhythm facing off. Just a 1-point lead for the Rhythm, and that has been maintained now because of Aerial Powers in her game, particularly from long range. Put some Frank's Red Hot sauce on this game, will you please? That's her favorite.
No, she's done a good job of just reading what the defense is giving her, and Ariel's really, an aggressive guard. She's big. She can post up. She can shoot it from outside. She takes it off the bounce. Will get to the cup. So she does everything, and in her 14 minutes, she was able to get 12 points, 2 boards so far, a steal. So she's getting active on the defensive end as well. And she just doesn't stop competing. Like you mentioned before, her and Alicia were down there vying for position in the paint. So she's going to keep playing hard. Hopefully she'll just keep being aggressive offensively.
Now, I don't know how she's going to spend her days off here before we get going again on Wednesday, but the Detroit, Michigan native could, in fact, catch and cook for you if you want. Just right out of the river, just catch and cook. She was doing that with her uncle. Rekindled that back this last summer. She hadn't done it in a while. I didn't know. I mean, catching's one thing, but her uncle brought down the fryer. You throw it right in there, bread it up.
Oh, is that not the same as so not fishing? This is something
Fishing,
else.
no, fishing.
Oh, okay.
Catch the fish.
Yeah.
Okay. Fillet it there. Bread it in your Ziploc, right? I know, shake and bake or maybe his own.
Oh,
and
my
then
gosh.
deep fry it right there and just enjoy it while you're continuing to fish.
Oh, okay, that's country.
Yeah. That is in the city, Aerial Powers getting that one done in Detroit. There's a quick call. Now, okay, you saw that shot from Tina Charles.
Yeah.
Now, it's backfoot play, right? Okay, now I wonder, so if you're talking to a young basketball player, at what point down the lane do you start to use the glass? The glass becomes more accurate
than a regular shot.
But at what point as you go from the free throw line towards the bucket?
I feel like it gets easier when you're on if you're at the free throw line than like that second hash down.
Second hash down.
I feel like, but Tina might do it from the free throw line.
Master of that used to be Scottie Pippen. He would use that a ton, particularly late in his career.
And Tim Duncan was good at that too.
Yeah. And he used to talk about how much more accurate it was because you didn't have to worry necessarily about the speed as much. You could throw it a bit more at the hoop.
Which is crazy.
Morrow, she's been throwing at the hoop with much success. Petty coming the other way all by herself. Leaves it for Nye. Charles with position, and that'll do once again with the left hand.
Anissa kind of just put her hands up, didn't want to get a foul. What's her foul situation? Okay, she's got 3.
Now it seemed like Charles already had position.
She did.
Have a hard time stopping it, right?
Yeah.
How much of post success on a scale of 1 to 100 percentage-wise is pre-position before the ball gets there?
I wish I had a post mine, but I feel like a lot of it, they're doing their work. They're always told to do your work early, so that you could catch somebody off guard, and that starts, I think running in transition, trying to get your positioning before they can stop you. So you're reading certain things. If you're running and they're trying to stop you high, then you just push them up the lane so you could catch it over the top of them.
Okay.
If they're behind you, then you work them down even lower.
So you don't have a post mine. What kind of mine do you have?
No, I got a point guard mine. So I
what
just
does that
know.
look like?
I know what I want them to do. I know what I want them to do.
Okay.
I don't know what's in their mind though.
Careful! Don't make the post players angry.
I know.
Here.
No facts.
That's like middles in volleyball. Just like
you
can't really play defense. They're not very skilled at moving. Just some big dudes thrashing around. Second one is good. We're tied at 54. One of the closest games we've had now. The rhythm in the last game, I told you they won 2 quarters, but they really let it get out of hand in the third. They had a rough third quarter, so it's a better start for them.
Yeah, both of these teams lost their last game, so, you know, they're both coming out here trying to make something happen.
Does the timing of the last game start to play into this? We had a shot clock issue as Clark lays that one in expertly. We had a shot clock issue yesterday.
Right.
Delayed the first game by an hour, which meant the last game started after 9 p.m. local, finished after 11.
Yeah.
Does that start to affect the rhythm here?
For sure. For sure. You got off the court so late. Your recovery, you already... Oh. On the floor again. But you already didn't get a normal 24-hour recovery.
Yeah.
Which you don't between those games anyways. But it's even shorter. So you're having to shower, find food late, go home, get off your feet, and then be back here. Hopefully they didn't take their shoot-around time, I would imagine. But they're playing hard. Like, both teams are playing hard, but I think it might start to hit them in the fourth.
All right, we'll see if that fades. Good to see Captain Alicia Clark get up and be okay. Walk it off anyway next to her coach, Kia Vaughn. Let's go into the game with the coach right now.
Here we go, baby. Come on, y'all. From the jump. We was 0-1 yesterday, but let's take this one today. Okay? Here we go. Here we go.
We almost have to tell. We need to figure out something else, but not because they're doing single side screen and roll for Nalissa.
To tell you to tell her either get back in front of the ball or switch it out because it's single side. Nobody else is over here to help. And then Tina recovers back, and it's always and we can't help each other with that. It's loaded up. Come on, y'all. We got it, baby.
Kia Vaughn is the oldest of 8.
Oh, really?
She's the only girl. What was that like?
That had to be chaotic. But I bet also you feel protected by your brothers around you, but I bet they also listen. No matter if she was younger or older, I bet she just has, like, their respect. Kia's a very dominating presence, too.
14-year WNBA vet. She is a presence indeed. Let's go down to Anna.
Well, ahead of this game, Coach Kia Vaughn admitted things haven't really gone entirely as she expected so far this season. Last week, she lost 2 players to injury. Yesterday, she lost a player to an ejection and an injury. It hasn't gone as she's expected, but she's taking it with a mentality of growth and rolling with the punches, and that's the amazing thing about sports. They teach you how to keep moving when things don't go as you expect. Sid, you know a little something about this.
Yeah.
An injury is putting you in the booth instead of on the court this season. Can you talk to me about how much sports have taught you in your life?
Oh my gosh, so much. I think all of us are athletes, and it's just, you learn so much about yourself. You learn so much about how you work with other people. Like, you have to become a good teammate if you weren't already. You learn about leadership. You learn about your own personal resilience and being able to, you know, like, push through obstacles and doing it alongside other people. It's an ongoing thing. Like, I don't think you stop learning. Like, I'm still playing right now, and I was still learning last season with our team. And I think that's just in life. You don't stop learning.
And I think it teaches you to take criticism as well and and refine it and fully interrogate a problem, because you have to do that. If you're going to get better at something, you have to take all the bad parts, stew in them a little bit, figure out how to reform them, and go back again into the breach and have someone tell you, yeah, that was no good.
It was no good, and you got to do it fast. Like, you're being told in game. You don't have time to, like, show emotion about it. You just have to go address the thing. And it definitely makes you become a better receptor of criticism, I think.
I think it makes you a better responder as well, because you get all those full cycles, right? Inside of practices, it's a full cycle of work on this, how did it go? Then when you get into the games, it's work on these things, try and execute these strategies, like a 3 from Clark, which is good there.
You knew it. You knew it. You slid that right in there, my boy.
And then you get that feedback, right? You get that win or loss. You get the full reward at the end of like, okay, did it work? Did it not work? What do we got to change? Come back again the next day.
And then so when you don't get that in real life, it's like, wait a minute. I need a quick response. That was nice, though, Kev.
Yeah, let's take a look at that 3 that went in as they're winning the quarter already 17-11.
Oh, wow. I love when Leisha's hitting 3s, man. She didn't even. Yeah, we did. We look at that. We're acting like we on the court.
We're working on a rhythm. We got it. We made the heart in the open. I got you with the heart in the open.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. We'll need that. Somebody got to clip that for us. Matter of fact, I'll do it. I'll clip it for us, kid.
Okay. All right. You got an assignment then over the next 3 days as we'll get ready for another week of action. Deanna Traylor, where is her stock going? It's got to be going up, I would think, overall. She's been trucking right along. We're going to change her name to Kiana Tractor Trailer because she had 14 points, 3 assists on 60% shooting in the last game.
Yeah, and I think she started all 3 games this week.
She has. She shoots 45% from 3. She's got 5 steals, 50% from the field. Those are good numbers as a guard, right?
Everything is just really quiet like her, honestly. I actually said to her.
You were yelling at her?
I was yelling at her, but early on when we got here, I told her, I was like, you're so quiet. She was like, yeah, you do enough talking for the both of us. I was like, all right, man.
And that was when TV wasn't even there. Forget it.
But yeah, she's just got a quiet confidence about her game.
All right, there she is, feeding it inside to the captain, Morrow. Double team drawn. That's a big double team, too. Does not matter.
That's crazy.
Morrow is on fire tonight. She sinks another. She'll be 7 of 11 now.
That's a good shot.
Petty. Out. Russell with the offensive board. Charles. Yeah, do not dare her. Oh, in and out.
Toilet bowl.
I was ready to count that one.
I know, me too.
Taylor fighting for position. And again, getting a shot to the face. It's been a rough one for the moneymaker tonight.
Yeah.
With Captain Alicia Clark. How about Morrow getting out of this one? That might be the ultimate big-small double team, right?
Yeah, right. It wasn't enough. She was smart. You know, Lissa's got a high IQ on top of being just a tenacious player, but she turned to the side of Jalen Sherrod instead of turning to Tina.
Do not run into Tina.
Very crazy shot.
Especially when she's angry. Healy in now. Along with Russell, who has the ball going to her left. Tucks it away, pulls it back out, puts it in the cup. Score this quarter, 21-15. Eclipse with the advantage, and now the advantage in the overall, 63-58. They trailed at the half by 1. Again, third quarter Blues for the Rhythm.
Okay, so they're trying to ice, and they're trying to keep players on one side.
Russell gets the deflection, steal from Nye. Sherrod pushes underneath, scoops, and she will go to the line. Let's take a look at Russell fighting down low. Talked about that position game for the bigs.
She did. Yeah. Knowing that Breezy's a great shot blocker, so she had to get some, create some distance between them so she couldn't time it and block it up top.
That would look interesting to me. She not only created distance, you think about creating distance this way, right? But she also created distance toward the basket almost, right?
Used her as like leverage to go forward. Good move.
A good move indeed, and a nice move in this quarter by the Eclipse. 21-15, 63-58. They're carrying both. The team split the first and the second quarter. We'll see how this third turns out with 2:10 to go. Same city we love. New collab. Athletes Unlimited is partners with Nashville's own Lipstick Lounge for a limited edition t-shirt drop you don't want to miss. There is the gear. You can shop Love is Unlimited in that collection today at the AU Pro Shop or online at shop.auprosports.com. You get a whole bunch of team gear there too. If you want to opt into one of these teams, I'm going to go with the glow now. I don't know where I was before, but I'm digging the orange.
Yeah.
That's a hot color, yeah.
I do. Orange is my favorite color.
Is it?
So good call.
Yeah, I like that.
What's your favorite color?
Green.
Green?
Yeah, Philadelphia Eagles, green.
Okay,
all the way, always been. Best
fly
helmets.
Birds, fly.
Lifetime obsession, yep. We're looking forward to next year. We're looking forward to the rest of this quarter and then on to the fourth. And then we'll have another game for you coming up tonight. Lisa Byington along with Cheryl Swoops is going to be here in the booth. And I love Cheryl's quote from the other night, right? You can't grow the game unless you know the game.
Yeah.
What do you think she means by that?
I think if you don't know the people that came before you, if you don't take time to study the game even the way it is currently and just become a student of the game and understand it offensively, defensively, schematically, I think if you don't know it like that, you can't grow it.
I'm glad I could help you out earlier than giving you an education on who Bill Cartwright was.
Oh yeah, that form was crazy.
All-time worst free throw.
That's crazy.
Yeah, look it up. If you haven't seen it, kids, if you're like Sid and you're just learning, you're just getting to know the game from ancient times.
You gonna show them?
Bill Cartwright, yeah. Here we go. You ready? Bill Cartwright at the line. You got to get down like this. And then you got to like pause. You got to bring it up. And you got to let it go like that. Bill's got multiple NBA championships alongside Michael Jordan in the first three-peat. So Bill's living right. Don't sweat it.
So he could care what we're saying. Yeah.
That is not my free throw form, by the way. Crew's giving me some grief now. I got to... Here, Sid, we'll get my own free throw form. Get my I was hitting them earlier today. Oh, not now, of course, on camera. There it is. There it is. Had to get the legs.
I knew it.
When you have a short, you got to get the knees involved, right? Kelly inbounds the ball, looking to get it back from Turner. Turner looking to post up here on Russell. Cook with space and 2 points.
Good shot right there. Good read by Zaya. Philly had her hand down. Shot clock was running down.
1:45 here in the third. Sherrod, Russell around to Petty. Feely underneath, and that's already going to be a foul against Taylor. That's a tough assignment to take on Alyssa Feely.
Yeah, I think Philly's a low. She's a low for anybody inside. But, you know, that's why she steps out a lot of times and she uses it to her advantage that she can stretch the floor. And then if the bigs close out to her past the three-point line, then she's taking it off the bounce.
Listen, this is the first of 2 there. She said she was raised with tough love with her family. That's helpful for sports. You got to, like we were talking about, kind of that exterior, that durable exterior that you have to have in order to take the feedback necessary to get better.
Yes, it is.
I find the corporate world needs a lot more of that.
Yeah.
You talk to business people and you give them some criticism even when they ask for it. And man, sensitive souls.
You want to name any names?
Nope, nobody in particular.
All right, cool.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay, cool.
We'll find you a good spot for you and your girl for Valentine's Day. We'll follow up. Zaya Cook.
Yeah. Okay, Zaya. What's up for Zaya right now? She's 2 for 2 from 3 then?
Yeah, Zaya Cook's been on a tear this week. MVP honors for her. Nye passes on that one. Takes it right from the elbow. Looked good, and it is. 67-63, and now, a nasty collision. That did not look good. Petty went down at an awkward angle. Deja Kelly gets picked up. Alyssa Smith checking on everybody. That's nice to see. No matter the color jersey, a former champion will raise you up off the hardwood. Oh, the end of that looked worse than maybe it was.
Yeah.
Hopefully everybody's okay.
Yeah, I think so too.
Looked like one of those where there is some contact and everyone's trying to get in a little bit extra on the end, right? Like I could make this a little easier for you, but I am not going to make this easier for you. Yeah. Like a scrum in football when that ball is down there, people swatting at it. Nice, swatted it. That one came up with it. She's 2-on-1.
Okay, Nye.
Step back.
Okay, Nye.
Perfection, number 6.
All right, Aaliyah getting active. Been waiting for this from her.
You might want to put that into Sid ball for somebody. Get a little movement, right?
Yeah, I might need to.
A little turnaround step back.
How about you do it? You do it for me.
I got it. Yep. If you want to put that in and put me in, Coach.
Say less.
Just tap your right arm. Just tap,
Because I tapped you in last game. Not today. But I'm going to bring you back again.
35 here in the third. Beautiful spin move by Cook there. Didn't find the space she wanted. Smith. She found it and the 2 points.
Good shot by Liz. All right, but Eclipse is about to get the quarter, though, Kev.
Yeah, they are leading. 69-65 in the overall. Remember, they trailed by 1 at the half. So they have definitively won this quarter. They are +5 at the moment with what is probably the last possession. 3-second difference. Petty got there. Couldn't quite finish. Thrown the other way. The veteran, Holmes, at the buzzer, will go to the line, and we may have a challenge here. Petty says, I did not even touch her.
Here goes Leash. Ready to
She's
review.
bringing it up right there.
Leonard's even dancing with the review.
Lots of different symbols. Do you want to challenge? Do you want to go back to the TV? No, we're going to dial it up.
Run it back.
All right, let's check it out.
She swipes with her left hand. I don't know if she actually hits her, though.
That will put our replay official, Wally Sainz Zuniga, at work here. This might be a better angle. Nothing. What do you think?
I don't know. I think she must have touched something. Oh, she touched the ball. Yeah.
Okay.
She touched the ball.
I didn't see elbow contact. Oh, this would be perfect right here.
I think she just hit the ball. Unless she hit the top of her hand. It's hard to...
Oh, man. A lot of different angles. Good work by our crew here. You're getting all the different angles. What do you think? Overturn or not overturn?
I'm not seeing...
Initially called a foul.
Right. They might have to leave it because I'm not seeing what...
Molly Sainz Zuniga reviews all of those plays, and here she will let the officials know, the officiating crew, awaiting word from her. The Eclipse already happy, and you know why. Getting overturned.
Oh, no.
Maybe not. And now everyone's watching the big board.
Right.
You're in black and white again tonight. Jump in on the action. Come on.
I know. I'm trying to figure it out, but they're mad, so it definitely is a foul.
But they were happy at first.
I thought that she maybe hit the ball and...
All right, well, with all the confusion, the call will stand, which means with 2.8 seconds to go, you'll have 2 shots.
But Kev, luckily for Eclipse, I think they're still up 6 in the quarter or 5 or something.
Yeah.
So they're going to leave the quarter with
27-22. But will these points matter as we go down to the fourth quarter?
Yeah.
180 team points for the overall victory. Those end up being huge. So your prediction will still be alive, Sid.
All right, we'll see.
For the Eclipse winning 3 quarters and the overall. And that would certainly keep Shea Petty in the running for that captain spot. We've talked a lot about individual points. We always talk about the captains, who is it going to be, and how is the point race for the championship. Odyssey Sims up in the mix again. Rebecca Gardner currently leading in that overall. But the bottom line is, play winning basketball.
Yeah.
Win basketball quarters and games.
Yeah.
You're going to find yourself in the championship chase.
In good position. Because right now I've even been looking at the quarter score. It's a 4-point game though. Now 3.
Holmes 1 for 2. 2.8 to go. Clark doesn't get the shot off. Healy will not. Negative points for throwing it from half court, so take it easy. 69-66. Our score at the end of 3. And for the first time at the end of a quarter, the Eclipse are leading. They trailed by 2 at the half. Or pardon me, 2 at this first. 1 at the half. They now lead by 3.
This is our court, our game. Our court, our game. Our court, our game. Our court, our game. Ready? Yeah, I'm in my own lane. There ain't nothing else to explain. This is ready or not. This is our court, our game. Our court, our game. Our court, our game. Our court, our game. Get it all in the frame. They ain't telling we ain't the same.
In the third, it was the Eclipse court and game. They take the quarter. They now lead 69-66 here in Nashville. An incredible American city led by Freddie O'Connell, the mayor, who is with Anna Campbell.
Thanks, Kevin. Mr. Mayor, welcome to AU Pro Basketball. You were here last year. It's the second.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Yes, it's the second year of AU here in Nashville. What does it mean to have professional basketball in Nashville, Tennessee?
Well, it's not even that it's professional basketball. It's having professional women's sports. I mean, this is such an amazing moment for us. Obviously, the Winter Olympics are also happening in the backdrop. I've got my younger daughter here with me. She just had a basketball game earlier today. So for her to get to come off of her own court and then come see these incredible athletes in person, to have the city here, right here in Music City, USA, Municipal Auditorium, something that looks great in person, looks great on TV. It is incredible.
I'd say Music City is also a sports city. What advantage do you think Nashville can offer sports and fans?
Well, I think if you come to Nashville, we're just meeting some people sitting right by us that are from Las Vegas and Portland, and they're here for this. I think people know that Nashville's a place where you can just get a great fan experience, and I think that's what anybody who's come to experience Athletes Unlimited here, especially in person, is finding.
And you're not only hosting professional basketball, you're also home to top 5 Commodores. Talk to me about Coach Shea Ralph and her team this season.
It is amazing to see what she as a coach has done, what Candace Lee has done as the athletics director at Vanderbilt. And it's happening in multiple ways. You might have seen this too. They just relaunched NCAA women's volleyball on campus earlier this year for the first time in decades. And so watching the rise of our opportunity to say anchor down over and over, and having, honestly, honestly both the women's and men's team be both ranked top 25 this season while all this is going on. Truly incredible.
I gotta ask, do you have a favorite player on the court here tonight?
I have a soft spot for Alicia Clark because she's kind of a native and also helped us with our Christmas tree lighting this year. So, I mean, but it's really cool. I loved watching Odyssey Sims be here last year, go get this incredible contract, help the Fever get to the playoffs last year. So, I mean, but it's just amazing to see them all out here in person.
Well, it's an honor to have you here with us again. Thank you so much.
Yep. Thanks for having me.
Back to you, Kevin.
Anna Camden with the Mayor of Nashville, Freddie O'Connell. What a great American city it has been. It's been on a winning streak for a long time. My second home here. Smart by Anna not to bring up the Titans' current state of affairs. They have found their quarterback, Cam Ward, is something special. We're looking forward to see what tighten up means next season. Tell you what it means right now. The Eclipse are leading, and everybody is scoring 73-69 as Russell continues her best performance of this year. Russell now with 21, a career high.
Mercedes.
Smith has that one come hard off the back heel. Nye finally finds enough space, and the window for the score. Put it right on Zaya Cook. Put it right on you, Sid.
She's so... Her celebrations kill me. What is that?
I don't know. It's not good if you're the defender.
Watch. What, Aaliyah?
That is some trash talk.
Count it.
Say nothing, but say everything.
She's hilarious
Ready?
to me.
No, I can't do it now. Can't do it now.
You're going to do it on me?
Yep.
I got to foul you and then you got to do it. Count
and
it.
one.
Yeah. We're going to get it before the game ends.
So we've got high ceilings in my house. We have a bucket in the house.
Yeah.
And if somebody walks under it, yeah, they might get dunked
Poster.
on. Why is Mom crying?
Watch your head.
Because she just got dunked on.
Why is Mom crying?
I ain't even lying. She just got dunked on.
Why is Mom crying? It's so crazy.
Froggy Fresh, baby. Go look it up, kids. You haven't seen Froggy Fresh, you haven't really lived.
I need
Figure
to.
out why James crying.
See if your kids can get a picture of that so I can screen print that in the mall. That'll be my shirt of you dunking.
Me dunking on my wife.
Your wife. You said she's 5'6", right?
Yeah.
No, that's hilarious.
No,
Put her in the basket, matter of fact.
If we ask for that, I'll tell you what I'll get. I'll get a picture of me getting dunked on by one of those two goofs.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Either way, it's a win for me.
One of them 6'5", 210. It's not good for me.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. All right, it's good for you that we have women's professional basketball here from Nashville, Tennessee. Kevin Barnett having a good time alongside Sid Colson and Anna Camden here at first game of the night. Lisa Byington and Cheryl Swoops, the legend, will be along for game number 2. Anna Camden's going to hang in there. She's not afraid to play 2 on every night. Gold Rush are in the building. Kia Nurse coming off an incredible game last night.
He's been shooting it really well.
Here's
Since
what's
week 1.
wild. Yesterday, and I wonder how that might affect a game. You're the rhythm, and you're facing off with the Gold Rushes. That one's poked away by Clark. Feeding it to Nye. You said it for her to shoot it, and she's got it.
Yeah, Leah. Yeah, so we could call it now. Her draft stock is gonna go up.
Okay.
Just off this game.
Yep. Here's Sherrod. This is looking like an easy lay-in. Slows up, takes the 2. Yeah, yesterday it was a 3-point barrage from the Gold Rush. They put up 36 3-point attempts yesterday. They made 15. Give you a little contrast. The Rhythm only took 15 3-point shots.
Really, total?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big difference right there. But, you know, some teams, that's their... One, you have the personnel for it, and then you want to play fast. So you're like, let's get up a lot of shots.
Yeah.
Have a lot of possessions and play that way. But some people, you know, prefer to slow it down, or their shots just aren't following and they make an adjustment.
So if you're looking for some draft risers when we get to that point, Aaliyah Nye is on the way up. Cam Trailer probably on the way up as the guards continue to have an excellent season. Only one guard has ever won the Athletes Unlimited Championship. Smith has done it. She's one of the forwards that has won the Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball title. Look back at that fast break.
Yeah. And Leash knew she had to give it up to her.
Sherrod, next possession, another easy bucket here. So 2022, Tiana Hawkins won it. It was Melissa Smith in 23. Talked about that. Alicia Gray, the only guard to win it in 24.
Yeah.
And then Maddie Segrist last year set all kind of records and kind of dominated as Peely has been a big part of the offense here in the second half. Let's look at the past champs.
Hey.
Where's the glitter on 22 and 25? Do we not have budget for the...
They probably did it after the fact. Took the picture after the fact. But yeah, all of these scores, you know, everybody who ends up winning, they're like efficient scores.
You know who's been second last year and third 2 other times? Odyssey Sims in the mix again this year. Is this her year is the question.
Just might be.
All right, or is Morrow going to keep putting herself in the conversation? I tell you what, you put up 16 points, 14 rebounds with a host of other plays, including a block and 2 steals. And Anissa Morrow is going to find herself still at the top of the leaderboard. But will they find themselves being 0-3 on the week? The Rhythm. Tough spot. Rhythm and much blues for the ladies in blue. Nye finds all kinds of traffic. Another step back, more contact, and another call. She likes that little step back.
She does. She likes that little spin. She's feeling good now. We hadn't seen her in a flow like this yet, I don't think.
Nye with 17 points.
Yeah.
4 assists. You told her to shoot the ball. She listened, and with success. Nye has 12 in this half.
No, because I've seen her play when she's having fun and smiling and doing little goofy gestures like she did on that and1. Count it. But like, I feel like that's when she's playing really well, when she's just loose.
All right, be sure and follow AU Pro Basketball on Instagram and TikTok. You can see exclusive content featuring your favorite AU players, including highlights, mic'd ups, behind the scenes, and even more. The half show we had yesterday, or whenever it was, they're all blending together now, aren't they?
Daisha was yesterday, yeah.
We've definitely talked to the social chair here at Athletes Unlimited.
Alexis.
Social and engagement chief officer joined us. Lots of good stuff happening with this brand, with this game. As that ball is fought for inside. Sherrod with the big pull on it, brings down the ball, and Taylor. And this is the Athletes Unlimited advantage here right now, 85-73, right? Everything's still in the mix, and look at the quarter, 16-7 as well. Tough play continues.
Yeah,
6 minutes remaining.
They just started the fourth quarter off like very locked in. Defensively, offensively, getting the ball to the right people.
Yeah, they were up 5 at the end of 3.
Yeah, and this quarter score, for them to already have scored 16 points in 4 minutes.
Jalen Sherrod's going to put that on the highlight reel. She just won the...
She won the tip.
She won the tip. The tip, yep. She got it. Oh, and Peely was open. Just had to wrap it a little more.
Okay, foul apparently. Maybe that affected the wrap a little bit. Let me foul you and you can count it on me. No, I got to foul you.
You got to foul me?
And you're
get a little contact, ready?
Yeah.
I got to get a little space.
All right. Again, we got to get it.
I'm going to the line for 2, baby. Look at that extra little pull. That's veteran pull by you. Same shot.
Yeah.
Same shot. All right, you know what? This time I'm going for the runs. I'm going to clear.
You dunk it?
Oh, 3 in a row. You stopped me. It's embarrassing for me. Terrible shooting.
Your wife's like, nah, I feel pretty good about walking under the basket.
Don't make me go D Brown in here, okay?
What'd he do? What was it?
D Brown will be coaching in game 2. Going to be out here. Lexi Brown missing for this weekend, his daughter. But D will be in action, doing what he has loved since his days as a player development and training. Trailer circles underneath. Leaves it for Powers. And she'll shoot 3. Actually, one of the rare misses from 3 for Powers here. And let's see, looking at a 3-point field goal. That was her first miss.
Yeah, 2 of 3 now.
Unlike me, 0 for 3 from 0 feet.
Yeah, Peely just didn't give her enough room to land.
Yeah, I like that. Actually, the closeout rule, that's a good rule. See so many ankles just go bad. Somebody sticking a foot under there. Certainly not on purpose in 99.9% of the cases.
Right.
Powers has 2 of the 3. 85-75. Still possible to get back here. Only down 10. And if you look at that overall score, they're only down 7 in the quarter. That definitely closer in reach.
Yeah, you're glad if you're the Rhythm because the clock stopped and you get to score points. So anytime they can keep getting to the free throw line, it's going to be in their benefit. So Eclipse is going to want to, tighten up and not foul.
Ariel Powers has played 6 games, including this one. She's had 15 or more in 5 of them. You said she was a scorer. Proving true. Healy lays it off for Charles. And that one rims out. About 5 minutes to go here in game 1. Melissa Smith thought about it, took it,
there you go,
and banked it.
Needed that. They needed that. All right, it's back to being a game.
Indeed it is. 79-85. Just 6 points separate the squads here. Rhythm have not had a victory yet in this week. Healy trying to keep that the case. Has a nice face-up jumper.
Good shot up here.
Kevin and Sid along with Anna finishing up this game here now. Under 5 to go. Smith finds lots of traffic and in the corner finds Powers, who's a little short, even though that's closer. Only 22 feet from the corners. Sherrod to Peely. You have to believe that time is in their favor here. Taking their time. 10 to shoot.
Don't help off right there.
Nobody gets it. Peely comes in. And Clark, will she cash it? No. Melissa Smith took a shot to the face, and she's off to the side, not going down the court.
Yeah.
Yvonne checking on her. Looked like she got contact in the eye. So we'll check on the condition of Melissa Smith. As it looks like she will head to the bench, and so will we. We'll be back to Nashville with the conclusion of this one. Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball is sponsored by Rebel Girls. Tonight's possible Eclipse victory is brought to you by the good people at Biggs Down Low. Tina Charles, alongside Mercedes Russell, who's having herself a career evening. They have been super dominant, 87-79. The overall in points in the paint right now, 46-22 in favor of the Eclipse. The 2 women playing in the post are a huge part of that.
Oh, 100%. Mercedes and Tina have done such a good job of establishing position down low. Sadie's has been so quick to get out of pick and roll actions and roll hard to the basket, which has been taking a lot of defense with her, and she's finishing with and ones. And Tina is just doing what Tina does. She's got great hands, great touch around the basket. Pretty much everybody's shorter than her on the court that's guarding her. And then Elite Nye.
Not a post player, just as huge in this game.
100%. I think we both have been waiting for her to have just like a breakout game, and she's been playing so confidently. You see her smiling much more. She's celebrating on court and just making like the right reads, honestly, being aggressive.
Eclipse are winning a lot of the right categories. Just take a look on the left-hand side of your screen there. Nye with 19 points, 4 assists. That's the MVP territory.
I would venture to say looks like they might win, and I think those 3 that we just showed will be all the MVPs for the game.
And the players vote on MVP. As the shot clock expires there, as no one could quite corral it, it will end up being a turnover in Eclipse ball. Already with the 87-79, although only an 8-point lead. It was down to 6 moments ago.
It was.
But every possession of tantamount importance right now for the Rhythm.
Yeah, especially defensively. They got to find a way to string some stops together in a hurry.
Oh, nice little move by Peely. Doesn't pay off. We've seen her make that move a couple times. She faces up and gives
a little shake and then goes to the right still.
Would she get you with that one?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going for it.
How about the back
Good
down?
move though, Peely. Huh?
She'd back you down.
Yeah. I'm out of there.
Yeah, you're under the basket in the front row.
No, I'm in the stands.
Popcorn. Yeah.
But no problem. Next play.
Rebounds in a game. Anissa Morrow has 18 right now. The all-time record for a game is 19 by Emily Engstler.
She got 18 boards in 33 minutes.
How about that? No chance for a board there as Peely sinks the second. 88-79. Look at that quarter score, though. Just 6. Just down 6. Looking for those 60 points. The Eclipse won the second and the third. Trying to win the game and the fourth here. That would be a whole bunch of team points. Powers trying to close the distance, and she does once again.
Good pass.
5-23.
Good pass by Breezy. Good shot.
Now you got to keep Powers going now, right? We were talking about how she scored early in each of the halves.
Yeah.
And then the play kind of got away from her. But you got to go back to her now, don't you?
But once again, she's been doing this stuff too without a play being called for her. You know, Breezy rolls, the help comes to her, and she kicks it out to Ariel, and she knocks down the open three.
Powers with 18. That's 12 and a half. As Peely tries to answer, comes up short, has it tapped back out by Charles. Smart play by the veteran. Not the second time, though. Turner with position. Her team with a chance. Trailing by just 6. Game and fourth quarter. Well, a possibility as Trailer goes to the hoop. And she'll shoot 2.
That was a good attack by Kayana right there.
Big free throws, too, now. All right, you got to convert these. Would you consider missing the second? Make the first?
No, I think just make both.
Distance?
I think they're in good position. I think to still, 6 points, a little under 3. They've got time, but her pushing pace like that was good. They need more of that in transition.
Peely out, Russell back in.
So more size coming in.
19-17, 2-point differential in the quarter. Trailer, 2 for 2. Petty with Trailer on D now. Running through Charles, finding Clark. Petty, Charles with enough of a position on Morrow. Right-handed short, Rhythm on the run.
Just a little short.
Tied the record for rebounds in a game. Morrow with 19. Not thinking about records right now, just thinking about this game and this quarter. Cook through the legs with the left hand. In traffic, and that's a bucket.
It's a good finish.
88-86.
It's a good finish. Oh.
The Rhythm leading the quarter, 20-19. Here we go. Maybe the best game we've had so far, Sid, in 6 nights of action. Russell way up high. Spin move. Totally contested.
Good move, Sadie.
How about that?
Sadie's made a face at herself.
23 for Mercedes. Cook with 9, quickly on defense. 3 is up and out. 90-86. This is a big possession for the Eclipse. They can put it almost out of reach with about 1:30 to go. Petty, short dribble. Over the top of the board. No call except out of bounds. No foul. We're going the other way. They needed a stop and they got it, Sid.
Yeah, they're saying it was tipped though.
Oh, and in fact, that does become the call. That is a tight call.
Yeah.
Isaiah Cook now will head to the bench. That brings on Deja Kelly. Alongside Powers, Trailer, Morrow, and Turner for the Rhythm as they try and get a victory here. Looking for the victory in the quarter as well. Oh, quick stop there by Powers, going the other way. Will she just pull up?
I think she's going to swing it to Anissa.
No, she'll drive on Russell. Doesn't get the first, gets knocked down with the second. Eclipse ball, 90-86. 1:10 to go. Nye almost traveled.
Yeah.
Decided not to take a vacation. Clark, as they're trying to work down the clock now. 8 to shoot, 7. Off the window and out of bounds. That's a break for the Rhythm. Might still be out of reach.
Leash was pointing at Tina. Roll down. Aerial Powers on the 3-point line.
The over, the whole game might be out of reach, but the quarter is definitely within reach. Just 1 point separating. That looked like me on you up here in the studio. Everything went right except the bucket. Ever reliable Tina Charles puts that one through. Eclipse right now on the verge of 340 team points. Pardon me, 240 team points.
Can't give the board up.
Coming for the quarter and the overall. 180 plus 60. Do the math, Kevin. Rattling home is Charles. And that'll probably put a seal on it. We'll see what happens here with the rhythm. They're going to have to get up a quick shot.
Yeah, they might do it.
Cook. To Smith from long range. Yes!
Yep, needed that. Okay, get a stop.
The difference is 4 with 30 to go.
Let's talk about working on that 3.
Don't you have the D up here? Maybe put a little pressure on the ball?
Yeah, they got a 10-second differential. You just really need to stop.
Because you're down 4. Charles will throw it at the hoop, and she'll go to the line once again.
Oh, yeah. Look, I'm forgetting about the game score. I'm just looking at the quarter for them.
I mean, obviously the quarter, 24-23, unknown, right? But I think had you D'd up a little bit more, a little quicker pressure the ball.
Yeah, try to get a steal without fouling.
Because you're down 4. Will you even get 2 possessions? Probably not. Charles
just too
good
little,
with the first.
Too late. That's a JoJo song, Kevin. It's too little, too late. I think.
Okay. All right.
That's the problem here for rhythm.
I'll look for that one on social.
I'll send it to you.
All right. I thought we were going to go like X Gon give it to you after I saw Juvenile this week.
Count it.
Yep. Put that one in. And the Eclipse are trying to put this one in there. Overall total, 26-23 in the quarter, 95-89. We're looking forward to our next game coming up tonight, 9 Eastern. Glow taking on Gold Rush. Check out where to watch on the website, auprobasketball.com. More AU Pro Basketball coming your way both tonight and then again on Wednesday for week 3. Take a look at Odyssey Sims, who will be playing for the Glow, and they have been absolutely aflame. They're 2-0, Sid.
Yeah, they are. And much of it because of Odyssey's aggression, their scoring, getting people involved. Their team's just playing well. They've been spreading out the scoring. I think they had a game where everybody scored once.
Yeah,
scored a point.
31 in one game. She's been averaging 28 a game on 55% shooting.
Insane.
Positively ridiculous. Now, Kia Nurse can respond to that, perhaps, coming off her best point output of the season in her last game.
9 3-pointers. Look, Kia's the one that in week 1 was like, yeah, totally a 9. You see the rim, shoot it, and that's what she does. But Kia's got such a quick trigger.
Oh, Leah Nye has had a good trigger here, and it's been a good result for her side. The Eclipse is still up. 15 to go. Nye on defense this time. Has that one dropped right on her. Deja Kelly with the bucket. 26-25, Eclipse. 1-point lead in the quarter. Overall looks secure. Trying to get the foul and eventually doing it is Zaya Cook.
He had been yelling. Chaz had been yelling from the bench for them to foul. It just took a little too long. A rough week for Rhythm, but I would say that this was their best, like, all-around effort from start to finish, though. I think they played hard. Better job of sharing the ball.
But they may come up completely short-handed here, having won just the first quarter. And Sid, your prediction looks rather prescient.
Yeah.
Before we started this game, you said they're going to win 3 quarters and win the game. The women in purple, and they've done that to this point as they now lead by 2. Make it 3 off the back-to-backs from Shea Petty.
All right, so we're going to get a 3-point attempt right here. Let's see what they draw up.
Petty now with 11. And yeah, a 3-point attempt would tie it, but actually it doesn't even matter.
No.
And that's kind of the shame of it here is if you do the math properly, so if we tie in a quarter, it gets pushed to the next quarter, right? But if it's the 4th quarter and there's a tie
it's the
in
winner
the
of the
quarter
game.
score, yeah,
so it makes no difference.
So I might just put it in the fridge here.
Yeah.
For the Eclipse as the Gold Rush get ready.
Unless they foul them on a 3, which would be so dumb, but stranger things have happened.
Yeah, that could happen. Foul on a 3, make the bucket, 4 points, take the quarter.
Yeah, it won't happen.
Wilder things have happened in the world of sports, right?
They have.
Tahina Pau and her crew getting ready. And the crowd filling in here on a Saturday night for game number 2, which will be coming up at 9 Eastern. Don't forget to check that out. Morrow to Cook for 3, no foul. And that will be the end of this one. What was a terrific competition ends in a 6-point victory by the Eclipse. The Rhythm led in the first. They led at halftime, but they come up on the short end as 240 points for that overall victory. And the quarter win go to the Eclipse.
Yeah, I mean, it was just an all-around good performance by Eclipse on both ends. They kind of, they threw the first punch, and they didn't allow themselves to be in a deficit at any point. And Mercedes, Tina, and Aaliyah Nye are the ones that you could thank for this win for sure.
Well, let's thank Aaliyah Nye in person with our own Anna Camden.
Aaliyah, Team's Chin MVP. What does this win mean to your team after a frustrating loss last night?
It means a lot. I mean, we didn't have Tina, and that really put us in a downfall in that game. So we just wanted to come back and be positive and not focus on the refs and just play our game, and I think that's what we did.
You caught fire tonight doing a little bit of everything. How were you able to get going?
I mean, AC talked to me and a couple other people, and they just told me to keep my head up and continue playing. So I just came out here and was aggressive.
Talk to me about the widespread contribution, 20 assists for you guys. Where does that chemistry come from?
I think it's just the basketball IQ that this team has and the leadership that we're led by AC. She talks about moving the ball a lot. We have great post players, Tina and Sadie's, who help us get those assists.
Thanks, Aaliyah. Enjoy the win. Back to you, Kevin.
Nice mention there by Aaliyah Nye, our partner, Mercedes Russell and teammate. 23 points, career night for her. 5 players in double figures. Let's take a look at our leaders for the week as those captain's chairs are up for the grabs here. This is just the week, 2 points. And the victory has Shea Petty still in the conversation. Looks like she might sit in that chair.
It does. So for sure, Odyssey's going to pass Shea. At the end of week 2, she'll be in the number 1 spot if somebody else doesn't come up. But still a good job by Shea because she was number 3, at the beginning of this game, and now she's up. But I think she's got to be pleased with her performance. Like, no matter what happens, I think she's going into the next week with a lot more confidence than she started.
The bigs were huge for the Eclipse. 23 for Russell, 20 for Charles. And you heard from Aaliyah Nye, who had herself a fantastic night. Come on back at 9 Eastern. Glow versus Gold Rush. Check out auprobasketball.com for where to watch. For Sid Colson, Anna Camden, and our entire crew, we say goodbye for now. I'm Kevin Barnett. Thanks for watching. Congratulations, Eclipse.